Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking a little bit about seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis is something that I've suffered from in the past and something that I have overcome. And I did it all on my own without going to a dermatologist, doctor, anything like that. So I wanted to share my tips with you guys today on exactly what I did, and maybe what I did can help you guys as well. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Seborrheic dermatitis is a skin condition that occurs mainly on your scalp or anywhere where you tend to have like oil glands. So for me, I actually get it behind my ears too, but it could be it can happen anywhere. Normally it's, like I said, the big the big flakes that look like scales. And also you'll notice inflammation and redness as well in those areas if you do have seborrheic dermatitis. Some people have it all over their head. Me, I mainly had it like around my hairline. And I did have it like kind of all over my head, but mainly like you could visibly see it like when I would have my hair parted. You could visibly see, like, it wouldn't even be white, like it would be like, it wouldn't even be like skin tone, it would be white. And then when you would go to like scrape it off, my skin will be completely red and raw underneath. And I believe that's what most people experience when they have seborrheic dermatitis. It can be caused by stress. It can be caused by environmental factors, such as if you live in a cold or dry or windy climate, that can cause it as well. It can be caused by excess oil. Like I was saying a few moments ago, you're going to find that you get this type of skin condition when your skin is very oily. So that's why your scalp is a great place for it to start, because a lot of us tend to have oilier scalps, and we have oil glands all over our scalp. And if you suffer from any other type of skin conditions, like if you suffer from psoriasis, rosacea, eczema, acne, all of those things can put you at greater risk for having seborrheic dermatitis. And me personally, I have eczema. I get it in the palms of my hands. I don't know, I really don't want to show you guys, but I get eczema on my hands. I get it on my neck. I told y'all, like, I get it behind my ears. And when I was a child, I used to get it like all over my legs. So and it's linked to that. So that was actually fascinating to know. So if you have seborrheic dermatitis and you have another skin condition, that might be, there might be a possible link there for you as well. Most doctors, online sources, as well as when I was getting my hair done by a professional, they all suggest that you go to the doctor or you go see a dermatologist to treat your seborrheic dermatitis, who will probably then in turn provide you or give you some sort of like medicated shampoo prescription or something like that. I have never went to the dermatologist for my seborrheic dermatitis. I was able to pretty much, I'm gonna say, cure it on my own. And it is something, though, I will say, that has its flare-ups. Like, I'll notice I still have flakes sometimes. It's not nowhere near as bad as it was in the beginning of my journey when I first had it. It's gotten so much better. I don't know. I don't know what my neighbors are doing, but I'm about to get really mad because if y'all knew how much I disliked that neighbor, y'all would really understand, like, what is she doing? What are they doing? I don't know. It seemed like they want to start now because they know I'm doing something. I have not had any issues with it. within almost a year since, and it stopped instantly once I started doing these things. So let me go ahead and share those things with y'all. The first thing that I started doing that I saw almost an immediate transformation in my scalp and got rid of my seborrheic dermatitis so fast was I started pre-pooing my hair with oils before I wash my hair. Now I use, when I do my pre-poo, I primarily use a coconut oil base, but you can use any type of oil that has anti-inflammatory or antifungal properties. I use coconut oil not because of those properties at first, but I just started using coconut oil because of its ability to penetrate into the hair so well. That's why I started using it. But upon me using it, I found that it had other great benefits, and it was helping to actually keep my scalp clean as well. And sometimes I do put extra oils in my coconut oil. Like if I'm whatever oil blend I'm using at the time, I will just put a few dabs of that in there, just, you know, for a little razzle dazzle, but it's really not needed. Just do the coconut oil if that's all you have on hand. I know a lot of people say that they don't like coconut oil on their hair. I don't like oils on my hair, period, at all. I wear my hair straight most of the time, so it's important for me to keep my hair very as lightweight as I can. With me washing the coconut oil out, I don't have any problems after using it. So I would say give that a try if you're looking for something. And what I do is I just put the coconut oil all over my head, put on a shower cap, and sit under the dryer for like 20 to 30 minutes. And that does the job for me. Another thing that I stopped doing that tremendously helped my scalp, like tremendously, is I stopped oiling my scalp. So what I was doing before I got on my healthy hair journey, I was wearing a lot of wigs, and I noticed that my hair, like, I believe my seborrheic dermatitis, going off on a tangent, I believe my seborrheic dermatitis was just a combination, was triggered by just a combination of things that I was doing. And once I figured out these things and either stopped doing these things or made changes to these things, it got 100% better. But anyways, I was wearing a lot of wigs and my scalp was getting really dry. So I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna oil my scalp. My scalp was getting dry, and I noticed my edges were getting very thin and dry as well. So I started oiling my scalp, and I believe I was using like castor oil or something, I don't know, something that was really heavy and something that I should not have been using. Now, as we talked about in the beginning of this video, oily conditions are a breeding ground for seborrheic dermatitis. So the oilier your scalp is, the more you're going to notice like the big giant flakes and the redness and the itchiness. The oil is not helping, especially if it is a like thick oil like castor oil or something like that. If you're going to oil your scalp, I would use something light, like maybe a tea tree oil blend, or maybe like a rosemary oil or a peppermint oil. Those oils are really good for scalp stimulation as well. But even with using those, I would not use those every day. Like now what I do, I don't oil my scalp every day. I don't oil my scalp at all, actually. I do like moisturize and seal my hair at the very end of the week before I wash it, and then I do my pre-poo, but I'm not actually like oiling my scalp. So if you're doing that and you're having a problem with seborrheic dermatitis, or you're oiling your scalp thinking that is helping you, I really think you should stop. If you haven't tried stopping yet, that might be the thing that can actually you know, keep your seborrheic dermatitis at bay, or even your dandruff at bay if that's something that you suffer from. The third thing that I started doing to help with my seborrheic dermatitis is I started to use a clarifying shampoo. Now this is another thing that I know a lot of people don't like to do. People have their reservations, they only, and you know, they have the reservations and their rules where they only use clarifying shampoo once a month or every other week or what have you. If you are someone who you have, you've had issues with your scalp is unhealthy, it's bothering you, it's itchy, it's irritated, it's inflamed, start using a clarifying shampoo. The shampoo that I started using was the ORS Creamy Aloe Shampoo, and that shampoo helped me so good. Like, aloe vera is good as well because it's one of those other natural ingredients that is anti-inflammatory and antifungal, and it just really got my scalp clean. It got my scalp clean. It got rid of all of those things that needed to go off of my scalp. And you really do have to give your scalp a good cleanse. If you're not someone that washes your hair once a week, maybe do it every other week. But for me, once a week is good because I'm getting in there, I'm getting all that extra excess oil that has built up on my scalp for the week, all the just extra product. I really don't put products in my hair, but just all that extra stuff that is a breeding ground for seborrheic dermatitis. I get it off of my scalp and I get it off my hair so that it cannot even collect on my scalp, okay? And I have seen, I've seen great improvement on my hair from using this shampoo. Now, you can find a clarifying shampoo that, I know some people are worried about their hair being stripped. I personally don't worry about that because I wear my hair straight anyway. So my hair needs to be thoroughly cleansed so that it can have body and look how I want it to look. So I don't even worry about that. And I would like to challenge you, like, if you are having issues with your hair or your scalp and you've been not using a clarifying shampoo, to just try something different, you know. A lot of times we get wrapped up in these hair rules that are not even true or are not even true for us. And that is what is holding us back from getting our hair to the point that we needed to go to, because somebody else said, you know, you can't use the clarifying shampoo, you know, or you can't use this or you can't use that because it's going to strip and it's going to do this. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes, you know, certain things were created for a reason and we need to use those things for that purpose. And because we're not using those things, that's why we're having issues. And at least that was in my case. Another thing that I stopped doing that helped with my seborrheic dermatitis tremendously is I stopped wearing styles where I could not get to my scalp. So that meant I stopped wearing wigs. I stopped wearing braids. Like, I'm not gonna say I stopped wearing wigs because I still got my wigs, and I have worn a wig. I want to say I wore a wig like 3 weeks ago, but I took it right off. Like, and you know, but I have not worn braids. I have not braided my hair in almost a year, and I love braids, like I really do, but I gotta be able to get to my scalp, okay? I gotta be able to wash my hair once a week because I ain't trying to have no problems. I ain't trying to have no dandruff, no flakes, no scales, no nothing. So I just stopped doing all that, and I've seen tremendous you know, health in my scalp ever since. So I would say, you know, I'm never gonna tell y'all to just stop doing something cold turkey, because I know, like, I'm the type of person where when I just stop doing something that I was used to doing like on a regular basis and I just stop, I get like withdrawals from it, and then I'll want to just go full force and like go at it like again because I didn't like properly like wean myself off of it. So you don't have to stop completely, but just like kind of take breaks here and there. And I do the same thing with my hair, with styling my hair, because I used to change my hair and style my hair all the time. And wearing my hair like this, like washing it every week, wearing it like this, like I did get bored. Like I got so bored with it. But what I learned is that, okay, I can still sprinkle in like styles every here and there, but just only do it for one day and then wash my hair after. You know, that's what I like to do. Another bonus thing that I'm gonna throw in here that I forgot, that I didn't add to the list, but that I just thought about, is make sure you don't overwash your hair. So you guys hear me saying that I wash my hair once a week. If you've tried washing your hair once a week and it's not for you and it doesn't work, don't do it. But for me, that was just a sweet spot for me. But I'm talking about overwashing your hair. Like for me, overwashing my hair would be washing my hair like 2 to 3 times a week. I cannot do that. But you guys know your hair and you know the sweet spot for you. These are just the things that worked for me and what helped to clear my seborrheic dermatitis. I have not had a flare up in almost a year. My scalp, as you guys can see, is healthy, is thriving, it looks good, there's no flakes falling. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this video. Is this something that you guys have struggled with? If so, what did you do to combat this? And did you treat this on your own, or did you go to a dermatologist or hair professional to help you? I'd love to know your thoughts and your opinions. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.